Hello, welcome to another episode of the Long Hop Cricket Podcast. I'd like to start this episode off with a little what? Oh, I thought you were pointing at the screen. Yeah, let's get on with it. With a little thing here, Dave. I'm interested. How many ODI series in a row do you think India have won now?
7.
6.
Oh, that's not a bad guess.
That's a lot. Can you guess all 6 of the teams they've beaten in the series?
Australia?
It's 1.
Pakistan?
No.
Fuck.
It's New Zealand.
No, shut up.
New Zealand, Zimbabwe, England, West Indies, Sri Lanka, and Australia.
Yeah, I got there in the end.
That's impressive, isn't it?
So,
And apparently New Zealand are tasked with it. Oh, no, hang on. Oh. Anyway.
Ugh.
Yeah. So just a little fact for you there. I don't think I've got it quite right.
You know, India have played some ridiculous amount of test matches at home.
They do play at home. They're playing against New Zealand now at home as well.
Oh,
ODIs. Well, yeah, but play at home if you can, isn't it?
Yeah, but
I know what you're saying. It's a bit silly, isn't it? Okay, do you want to let people know what we're doing this episode, mate?
We're just
How are you, mate? How are you doing?
Oh, well, first of all, I'll intro the...
Do you want to stop moving the mic all over the place? People aren't going to hear what you say.
I'll intro the old episode.
Go on.
So my name's Dave.
Nice.
This episode is about those ICC rankings we hear so much about. Player rankings, that is, not the team. The team rankings don't really make any sense at all.
Okay.
The
Does
player
that
rankings
suggest
don't
the
do
player rankings do?
No. But do you know what? It's an interesting little thing to look at because I don't know how it's weighted. So say if a team like Bangladesh or West Indies, how they can kind of match a team like India which play every week.
Yeah. No. Yeah, that's silly. But then the player ones are going to be affected by that as well, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So how can
Surely there should be some sort of system where it's done on averages of playing to scoring and that kind of shit.
Well, how can Jason? Yeah, how can Jason Holder score as score as many points as a Ben Stokes?
Yeah.
Well, I know why, because Ben Stokes is in prison now.
Oh, Jesus. I think this joke's getting old. Right.
Yeah. Anyway, how are things for you? You good?
Yeah. Are we doing it?
That was
the test match. We're doing test match, aren't we?
Yeah. That is because we can.
Yeah, well, no one.
Soak this up into it.
The most important
episodes.
one, isn't it? And
you all right?
So, are we doing it?
What's up?
Is it got the batting,
bowling, all rounders?
So it's got an all rounders one as well.
Yeah.
Does that incorporate wicket keepers? The wickies don't get their own one.
They might do. I haven't found that yet though.
Oh. I'm guessing they come under batsmen.
You want to play the higher and lower game?
Go on.
So I'll say one name.
Oh right, yeah, that's got. Yeah, all right. Are we starting with the batting? Which one are we starting with?
All rounders.
All right, we'll start with all rounders.
Okay, so I'm gonna say
this has got to be. How big are they? Has it got every single player in it?
No.
Or do you have to break into the top? Okay.
So is Jason Holder higher or lower than Chris Wokes?
Are these rankings done over a year, or are they done?
I don't know.
They're just continually done.
No, I'm presuming last updated on 10th of October 2017. I'm presuming this is done over the year.
Right.
So is Jason Holder?
He's higher.
Higher or lower?
Higher.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Jason Holder comes in at number 9. Chris Wokes
really?
number 11. Number 12, sorry.
Well, yeah, because
Stuart Broad's in front of Chris Wokes.
Yeah, Wokes has been injured for a while, isn't he? I was just thinking if it's done. Yeah.
Right.
No, that's not too surprising. Go on. So Jason Holder's the 9th best all-rounder in the world, according to this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
These aren't really all-rounders, let's be honest. Is Vernon Philander higher or lower than...
Vernon Philander? All-rounder?
Mitchell Stark in the all-rounder section.
Higher?
Yeah. Vernon Philander is 6, while Mitchell Stark is 7.
I'm guessing Philander's probably a bit better at batting, and he does get ridiculous bowling figures, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does do. He gets a crazy amount of fifers.
Who do you think's number one in the? Who do you think's the best all rounder at the moment?
Best all rounder in the world. If Philander counts as an all-rounder, they're not
Yeah, that does make
best
that makes it
all-rounder in the
difficult, doesn't it?
world. Can these all-rounders appear in the bowling? Can you be in both, or can you only be in one? Because surely Mitchell Stark's got to be in the bowling.
You can be in both.
Right. Okay. So there's going to be... That's really hard. Best all-rounder in the world.
Would you like me to give you a clue?
Yes, please.
Ball spin.
I was going to say Ashwin.
Not Ashwin.
Oh. Who is it? Bowl spin.
Yeah, I don't know if you're going to
I
get it.
don't know.
Shakib Al Hassan.
Oh, shit. Really?
He's currently the best all-rounder in the world.
Wow.
And Shakib Al Hassan is a genuine all-rounder,
Yeah,
though, so that's fine.
good,
I don't mind that.
Best all-rounder in the world.
The top three is made up of all spinners of Hassan, Jadeja, and Ashwin. Oh, Jadeja, Ashwin, are they genuine
I wasn't
all-rounders?
far off then. No.
They are
I
very...
don't think Ashwin is. I think
Jadeja's a better batsman than Ashwin.
he's more of an all-rounder than Ashwin.
Thing is, though, they kind of are all-rounders, but they're not like... Ben Stokes is an all-rounder. Shakib Al Hassan is an all-rounder.
Ashwin's not.
You don't think Ashwin is?
Stark's definitely not an all-rounder.
No. Philander isn't either, is he?
No. These are people who are bowlers that can hold a bat.
Well, Stuart Broad's number 11, and Stuart Broad is...
Jadeja, he is an all-rounder.
Jadeja.
Yeah, Jadeja. He can bat and he can bowl.
Kane Williamson is 20th on this list in the all-rounder section. This is why this doesn't make sense. I don't even know what he bowls. Off-spin.
Right, it's like what? Like Joe Root? Like comes on and bowls some before tea or something?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
I think Kane Williamson's a little bit more...
That's stupid. There's got to be 20 better all-rounders than Kane Williamson. Well, that's just because his batting's so good.
There's 9. But I don't know how it's... Because the points are next to it. Shakib Al Hassan has 437 points, while Kane Williamson has 135.
That's quite impressive because Bangladesh don't play that much.
Yeah, but
so he's doing well.
But it must be weighted in a sense to say every wicket he takes is worth double points. Compared to
if it's done like that, then it can't be that stupid.
But what I'm saying is, I can't take this seriously because I've got players like Rabada in the all-rounder section.
I'm guessing you have to qualify for the all-rounder by scoring a certain amount of runs and taking a certain amount of wickets.
Has Stuart Broad really scored a certain amount of runs this year?
I don't know. It would be good to see what you need to be in there.
Mitchell Stark, he doesn't...
I mean, he can get a 50.
Yeah.
You see him get 50s, but that doesn't mean you're an all-rounder. Like Ashley Giles is not an all-rounder.
Harath is in the all-rounder section.
Yeah. Can you give us the top 5?
So, Shakib Al Hassan, Jadeja, Ashwin, Stokes and Ali.
Really?
So, Stokes and Hassan are genuine out-and-out all-rounders, right?
Yeah, I think...
And that's fair enough. And it's fair enough to have Al Hassan up there as number 1. That's fine with me. Jadeja and Ashwin, I can see them being...
Jadeja, I think, is.
I can see them being on the list.
Ashwin can... To be fair, Ashwin can bat. Ashwin's a good batsman.
I think it's fair enough that they're on the list.
Yeah.
Moeen Ali all-rounder?
Yes.
Philander? No.
No.
Stark? No.
No.
Pereira?
No.
Jason Holder?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's number 9. Harath?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking, Pereira?
Yeah.
I don't know about Pereira. Yeah, probably, but I wouldn't say he's...
Harath?
No, Pereira. I wouldn't say he's that... Harath, no.
Stuart Broad can't be, can he? It's
not
Chris
anymore.
Woakes an all-rounder.
Should be.
I'm not going to go through every name, but...
Yes.
The likes of...
I don't know.
Rabada, Southey and Wagner, they're not all-rounders, are they?
What do you count as an all-rounder? Well, I count an all-rounder...
It's like a Ben Stokes
as your batting and your bowling are quite close.
Yeah.
And you're getting in the team.
Yeah.
Not... You're good at one and you can contribute with the other.
And then
that's not an all-rounder.
To be a good all-rounder, you must be doing well in both.
Yeah, like Michael Clarke doesn't count when he played. Doesn't count. He was good at...
Kevin Peterson does not count when he was taking wickets. Or Joe Root. What about Chris Gale? Chris Gale, for me, doesn't even count as all-rounder.
No.
He would get it. If he was playing Test cricket, he would be on this list because he'd have been bowling 17 overs in 3 years.
I hope there's some way they're picking who gets into...
JP Duminy. down
Yeah,
there.
I would count.
But he doesn't. Like his bowling is way, but like his batting isn't great. But like at least we know he's skilled, a skill batsman. He just doesn't.
He does bowl though.
Come on. Oh yeah,
But does bowling count as an all
but
rounder?
it's like,
Just because
I'm sorry, but Collingwood would be in the top 10 here, and that's saying something, wouldn't he? Collingwood would be in the top 10 in this list.
Yeah, no, he
And
definitely count as an all rounder with these people.
And his
Wouldn't he?
bowling was way below his batting.
Jack Callis would be at the top
Oh
of this.
wow,
Wouldn't he?
Jack Clark would be laughing.
It's quite weird that I think that's probably the worst one. I know we haven't looked at the others yet, but that just doesn't.
Well, this one
I can't
this
seem to
one,
make
this,
any
this-
sense of it.
The top 5 is probably
Top five's probably right.
Jason Holder.
Holder seems harsh to me, being at 9.
Well, I think
He's an all rounder.
yeah, but I think he probably hasn't had the success somehow. Maybe Mitchell Stark has scored more runs or something
Maybe.
like that. But I would count Holder as an
Yeah.
all-rounder over someone like Stark, which is weird because Stark's
Philander
obviously-
did all right with a bat actually against England, didn't he? I think he did score. He definitely scored 150. He
Yeah,
might
but
have
he's
got
like a
2.
Chris Wokes who's just useful down the inning.
I think Woke's better at batting.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's like maybe a Stuart Broad when Stuart Broad's
Although
good.
I say that, I still don't think Woke's an all rounder.
No, I don't.
And yet he's better with the bat.
He's a
than
bowler.
Philander.
He's a bowler who can bat.
Yeah, and there is a difference.
You're not a genuine all rounder. Like if you list off of genuine all rounders from the past 10, 15 years, you know the likes of Jack Callis comes
Yeah.
top.
Who else have you got? Would you count
Freddie
Freddie?
Flintoff? Yeah,
Yeah,
genuine
yeah,
all
right.
rounder. Ben Stokes, genuine all rounder. We've been, Shane Warne isn't a genuine all rounder.
No.
But
Yeah.
Shane Warne was
very
very
good
good with the
batsman.
bat.
Yeah.
Andrew Simons.
Sorry.
Let's go in ODI format. Simon's probably a genuine all rounder. Batsman who can
Oh,
bowl.
sorry. I thought you were talking about Simon Jones.
No, Andrew
He's one of the
Simons.
worst batsmen I've ever seen. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Probably,
All rounder.
right?
Yeah.
Collingwood
definitely.
probably all
Yeah.
rounder.
Yeah. Collingwood's pushing it. That's getting to the edge of being an all rounder. That
Daniel Vittori is the same as Warne. He's a good
Yeah.
batsman, but a stronger bowler.
definitely.
That would make him a bowler who could bat,
Yeah.
like Chris Wokes today.
It's quite a weird thing, though, isn't it? To nail down whether you're a genuine all rounder or not.
Sanith Jayasuriya isn't the same as Chris Gale.
I
A
also
batsman who could bowl.
I don't count wicket keepers as all
No,
rounders.
no.
I've seen that I don't understand that. Because you field at first slip and bat doesn't make you an all rounder. Do you know what I mean?
Sean Pollock, genuine all rounder.
No.
You're mad.
No, I don't think
Polly's
so.
a genuine all rounder.
I don't think so.
Bowler who could bat.
Yeah.
No.
You think he was a genuine all rounder? I'd be interested to see what
Polly.
his,
Do
I don't know.
you want me to find out his
I would be interested in that.
Sean Pollock?
He's a genuine all rounder.
Yeah, I'm not saying.
I don't know what you. Again, though, I don't know how we. What does he need to be averaging in order to be an all rounder? Because
Well,
Shane
they
Warne's
say
average
that-
was pretty good.
They say that your batting average is better than your bowling average.
Well, there's not many of them, is there?
Jack Hollis, batting average is better than his bowling average.
What? Well, yeah, all right, but
Right, do you want to know? So you think? So
what's his bowling average?
was bowling average first?
Yeah. Oh, hang on.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm thinking of this all wrong.
Bowling average of 23.
All right, hang on. There must be. Well, if you're going by that, there must be. I said it'd be difficult. There must be loads of all rounders.
Yeah, but how many bowlers have a bowling average of 23? Jimmy Anderson has a bowling average of 28, 29.
Yeah, I know, but
Polly's average in tests was 32 with the bat.
right.
Well, he's a genuine all-rounder. It doesn't matter. If you got an average of 32, you are a genuine all-rounder.
All right.
But I'm with you with the wicketkeeper remark. You're a genuine wicketkeeper.
Yeah, 32 batting average
is very good.
for what? Not for a batsman. It's not.
Well, Ben Stokes is averaging 32.
Is he?
Yeah.
He's averaging 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that number out there. You got it in
He's
front of you.
averaging 32, 33. I checked it. So I actually did this thing where I didn't believe Ben Stokes was any good. So I, on my own, looked back at this, at him and Beefy's and Freddie's stats, and they were all between that 30 and 33 mark.
Beefy.
Beefy's not averaging like 40, no. He's averaging 32, 33. I can find that exactly now for you if you like.
I think Beefy had a couple of legendary innings though, didn't he?
Oh, Ian Botham was if you go
Bowling all rounder.
yeah. And I said this on the and you.
Do you think Stokes a batting all rounder?
Yes.
And he's averaging 30.
So Beefy in Test averages 33.5.
Really? That's surprising to me. I'd have said he'd be averaging high 30s at the least. Wow. He must have just not really cared.
No, but what I'm saying is, that. Okay,
It doesn't surprise
Stokes
me.
has got an average of 35,
Oh, right, okay.
but he's also facing a long time in prison.
Should we move on? The all-rounders, I think that's a bit suspect, that.
But I think you're right about wicketkeepers. They're not all rounders.
No,
They're
wicket-keepers are not all-rounders.
It would be interesting to. Who do you think the best wicketkeeper is at the moment? World cricket.
The Cock?
Yeah, Quinton. Bairstow.
Bairstow's pretty good as well. I don't know if there's such a massive difference in wicket-keeping skill now. I think anyone who wicket-keeps internationally is pretty good.
Yeah.
And then it's how good are you at batting.
Johnny
Bairstow's
I thought maybe
quality.
this time, last summer, the summer before that, I thought Sarfraz, the Pakistani wicketkeeper, was the best wicketkeeper in the world at that point.
Yeah.
I think Quinton de Kock's
Pakistan
been up there
usually
for a while.
have a good batting wicket-keeper.
Yeah, well, they have like a punchy guy, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Counter-attacking.
Yeah, they do normally have that. The Australian keeper's not that great, is he?
Who is the Australian keeper?
It's not Neville, is it? I don't know. He's not.
Might be Neville.
Is it Neville?
Might be.
Absolute.
He
dog shit.
replaced Haddin a while ago.
I'm thinking about Indian wicketkeeper. Obviously, he's not Dhoni anymore.
Don't know.
It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't quite remember. Anyway, do you want to move on to batting and bowling?
Yes. Which one are we going to?
We're going to go on to.
So we disregarding that all-rounder list.
Well, it's nonsense.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
You got what they need to do.
the top five I don't mind agreeing with, but the rest of it I can't.
They need to
Apart from a few
state how they're coming about putting it together.
I'm sorry, but Kane Williamson is a brilliant player.
Yeah.
But no way in his long career will he be recognised as an all-rounder.
No.
No record books will ever put him down as the all-rounder.
That's
Kane
why
Williamson.
they need to state how you get into the all-rounder category.
The thing is, though, Kane Williamson has got 880 batting points.
Yeah.
But in the all-rounder section, he's only got 135. So obviously his batting isn't.
Well, it's just making up for all of those points.
And also, these points, I'm sure I probably could find the way, but I'm not going to.
No.
Well, I can't. I don't. Well, it's down to my own problem, isn't it? I don't understand it. Bowling. Do you want to play higher and lower?
Go on then.
It's all the same names. Shakib Al
It's
Hassan.
all the same people.
Is Shakib Al Hassan higher or lower than Trent Bolt in the bowling?
Higher?
Lower.
Well, by how much?
Shakib Al Hassan is 17th in the bowling,
Right.
while Trent Bolt is 12th.
Yeah, I don't. Neither of those are particularly. Like Trent Bolt, I wouldn't even be surprised if he wasn't in
The thing
it.
is, though, there's people above it like Rabada, who are very high up. I've got Stuart Broad, Philander, Bolt, Stark, all high up in that
Bolt's not.
bowling section. Well, they're all in the top 20, while Shakib Al Hassan's 17th. All those
Yeah, where's Bolt?
12th.
That's rubbish.
It's
He's
12th.
12th best bowler in the world.
What I'm saying is Shakib Al Hassan is obviously making his inroads into being the best
It'd be interesting to
all-rounder
see where he's in the batting.
by his batting, probably. Anyway, who do you reckon is number one in the world? Did we do this?
You already told me.
Jimmy
yeah.
Anderson.
That's not a surprise, is it?
Because he's bowled so many overs. Got to be,
Well,
surely.
you were saying that they obviously don't do it by that, because otherwise
But you've got more.
Hassan wouldn't be able to get in it.
You got more. He's had a
I think James Anderson, he
good
bowls
year,
a
but
load, but he also does incredibly well. So I just think
you think
he's
that
the
level's
best because
out?
he's the best.
Though it's kind of strange. I would have thought a spinner would be on top.
I
An
don't know
Indian
how you.
spinner.
I don't know if you. Where's Ashwin?
Ashwin is fourth, while Jadeja's second.
What?
Yeah, Jadeja's been a better bowler than Ashwin, which you wouldn't have put money on,
Yeah,
would
but
you?
he can't be the second best bowler in the world.
Jadeja? Yes. And Rabada's the
But
third
you're
best
fine with
bowler.
that, are you?
Oh, well, who do you think
If you're
it is?
picking a world,
Nathan Lyon's number 7. He's dog
you're
shit. He's
picking
got
a world-
lucky a few times.
you're picking world 11 of every player on the pitch now. He'd
Jadeja's,
be the second bowler you'd pick.
well, Jadeja's up there.
No. Answer the
He's
question.
he's one of my spinners.
Would he be the second bowler you'd pick?
Yes.
That's a lie. That's not true.
I don't know if Jimmy Anderson would be my first bowler to pick.
If you're playing in England,
Oh, come on, but that's not.
if you're playing in England,
It's not what we're doing, though, is it? Dale Steyn is 8th. I thought.
yeah, but he's injured a lot.
I thought no, but
He's injured a
I
lot.
honestly, I just thought he was a myth now.
I think he's just into surfing, isn't he?
Like Mitchell Stark's only 13th. Stuart Broad's 10th best in the world.
Can we run through what? Can we go through the top 5 again? Anderson's 1.
Jadeja's
Right,
second.
that's silly.
Rabada 3rd. Ashwin 4th. And Harath 5th.
Harath is the 5th
Yes,
best
but
bowler.
he's like-
These don't make sense.
But-
These are silly.
But he
These
picks
are
up wickets, doesn't he?
stupid.
And like spinners, I think spinners will do well on these
Okay, right.
by the amount of overs they bowl, especially
you
in
name-
home conditions.
6 to 10 now.
Hazelwood, Lyon, Steyn, Wagner, and Broad. Pace bowlers, apart from Lyon. Can we talk about Nathan Lyon and what is happening?
Right.
Because I've seen him
If-
bowl and he's dog shit and he's done.
How much
He's
better
picked
is
up
the top
wickets.
5 than the
Oh yeah,
second
yeah,
5?
okay, yeah. They're a lot better. Well,
Are
yeah.
they?
Well,
I was going to say, like, how much difference is there in the bowling attacks there?
Rabada is better than any of those pace bowlers, surely. Josh Hazelwood's good. Stuart Broad's good, but Rabada's a very good pace bowler.
Dale Steyn's rapid as well.
But Dale Steyn is a myth. He doesn't play
No,
anymore.
yeah, but
He
you
somehow
got to. No,
gets
you can't do
points.
that. He's in the rankings, so you'd go by
Yeah,
when he
but he's like
plays.
400 years old.
I don't know if there's much difference between those two.
Maharaj is 18th best in the world. I'm not even enjoying this anymore. This is kind of pointless, isn't it? Moeen Ali's the 20th best bowler in the world at the moment.
Yeah, but he's doing quite well, and he does bowl a lot. I'm much happier with him getting in the bowling than Kane Williamson getting in the all-rounders. That makes sense. He's
it's
used
fair
as a
enough
bowler.
Fair enough. So then, you know, if right, I'm gonna allow you to have 4 bowlers. You got to pick your all-round 11 best. Let's just do the bowlers. Who are your top 4 bowlers in the world at the moment?
Ashwin,
So is Ashwin going to be your sole spinner?
yeah, he's the best spinner in the world.
Like,
isn't he?
potentially you could get away with having him and Jadeja and call one of them an all-rounder.
You said to pick bowlers.
Yeah. Ashwin. So Ashwin's your spinner. You're going to go with 3 pace bowlers next
Where am I
time.
playing?
It's just a touring.
World tour, is it?
Yeah.
Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anderson gets in there.
Yes.
See, I'm surprised. I think Anderson, he's a very good player, but he's number 1 in the world. That's how good he is.
Yeah.
I think. Go on.
Rabada.
Yeah, Rabada's in mine.
And
Josh Hazelwood,
no.
Mitchell Stark.
Possibly because he's left-handed. That would be a horrible bowling attack.
Werner
That would be
Philander.
Philander's quite good.
An
Again,
anomaly. How does that work?
Nibbly,
How does it work?
nibbly nabbly. Well, he's like Glenn McGrath, isn't he? Yeah, I might have Philander actually. He can bat as well. He's an all-rounder, isn't he? Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Philander. Think of that as a bowling attack.
Oh, it's a good bowling attack.
That would be horrible. That or Mitchell Stark. I can't decide whether I want Mitchell Stark or Philander, just because Mitchell Stark's left-handed.
I'm having Mitchell Stark.
Yeah, that would be brutal.
I think Mitchell Stark, Rabada, Ashwin, and then Hazelwood. I think that's a great.
You think Hazelwood's better than James Anderson? You're a mug.
Yeah.
You would not replace James Anderson with
Yeah,
Hazelwood.
no, maybe
in
I'm
the
wrong.
England
Maybe
team.
I'm wrong.
That's ridiculous.
I'll tell you who I definitely won't be having. I was just gonna.
What is that? There's loads of players you wouldn't have in that list.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I wouldn't be having Gareth Batty in my team.
I think this one makes more sense.
Do you think it's fair between spinners and pace bowlers?
Do you think they should be separate?
Well, I don't know. It's just, look, the top 5, 3 of them are spinners.
I wouldn't be bothered if they were separate.
And there's generally 4 pace bowlers in a test team. And there's only one spinner.
Yeah, that's a good point. What you saying? That's an advantage to the spinner.
Well, I'm saying that subcontinental players
yeah, that's a good point. Isn't
spinners.
It? It's so hard. There's so many. I think that's the reason why it doesn't work.
Do you think spinners are more have more of a benefit in India than pace bowlers do in their better conditions, aka?
What you think?
Well, no.
Do they have more advantage in spinning conditions than seamers?
Yeah, spinners and spinners, and then seamers and seaming conditions. What do you think? It's a weird. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
I don't know.
Or is the question?
I think
seamers and seaming conditions would be probably harder.
Because I was going to say I think England are much harder to play in swinging conditions for teams who don't play swing bowling.
Do you think you're more so, like, let's say in a test match, more hours or minutes or whatever will be spin friendly in a subcontinental tour than they will be seam friendly in a seaming tour?
Yeah.
You think you'll have more opportunities for it to
spin?
To spin, yeah,
definitely.
And is that why we've got the likes of Jadeja, Ashwin, and Harath
in a 5 test match series in India? All 5 of them, it will spin.
Yeah.
In England, you might have 2 test matches where the ball's going to be hooping.
That's interesting, isn't it? But
I think swing's way more dangerous than spin.
So Nathan Lyon, right?
Late swing.
It's done well. I know.
I think he's very similar to Mo and Ali, the way they bowl.
Yeah, but I think he's probably better, right?
I don't know.
Nathan Lyon has done well to take all those wickets in Australia.
Yeah, but the boundaries are massive. No, he has. He has. I don't know if he's changed a bit because we're going off like 3 years ago.
Well,
do you know they've got back-to-back Ashes series?
What, this year?
Yeah, so we've got it this winter and then the summer.
They're coming over for ODIs in the summer.
Is it just the ODIs?
Yeah.
Thank God for that.
What
a joke that would have been.
Remember when they did that? It made me want to
stupid.
scream my own eyes out. Anyway, bat him.
Right.
Steve Smith, number 1.
Okay. You can't really argue with that because he's scoring a ridiculous amount of runs
Joe
for
Root,
quite a while.
2. Kane Williamson, 3. Pujara, 4.
That's silly. I don't understand that.
Warner, 5.
What the?
Kohli, 6.
That's stupid, isn't it?
Kohli's got to be...
He's got to be 4. He's got to be in the top 4 batsmen in the world.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Ali Cook down at 11. Thanks, fair.
Ali Cook down at 11? Who the fuck's Ali Cook?
Alistair Cook.
Right.
Well,
you can't say Ali Cook when there's Mo and Ali and Alistair Cook. I don't know who you're talking about.
You think they've like joined?
No, but I don't know who you say Ali Cook. Who's that referencing?
Alistair Cook.
Right. Is it 11? It's a bit harsh.
Yeah. Johnny Bairstow's 15th, while Ben Stokes is 19th best batsman in the world. No sign of Shea Hope on this list.
It's so hard, isn't it? Because really, how can you compare a number 5 to an opener?
Yeah,
got
you're
totally
exactly
different
right.
jobs.
Yeah,
how can you compare a spinner to a pace bowler?
Yeah,
it's just there's too much for room for. There's too many different jobs to just put it under one roof.
Ross Taylor's 16th. I didn't even know he was still making runs. Ross Taylor.
I think he does all right.
Faf du Plessis 14th.
Where's De Kock?
I always thought he was
De Kock
overrated. Yeah, he's one above him in 13th. I always thought Faf du Plessis was a really overrated player, but he's not. He's pretty good.
He is good.
Yeah, he actually is. He's decent.
I'm surprised De Kock's that low.
Yeah.
Where's Amla?
Amla is 7th.
Okay.
Well, Azhar Ali, top order batsman for Pakistan, 10th. Dean Elgar, another opening batsman, 12th, one below Ali Cook.
Who's at 8?
You have Rahul from India.
Oh, right, okay. I'm surprised there's not more Indian batsmen in there.
Well, you've got
In that top
Kohli,
10.
Rahul, Rahan.
In the top 10?
Rahan's 9th, yeah.
All right, okay. Well, maybe not. All right.
So you got 3. Joe Root, number 2 in the world. Steve Smith's fair enough, isn't it? I don't
Yeah,
think
you can't argue
things,
with that.
I don't think you can actually argue with some of these, apart from the
I
vote
don't
for
think
Kohli.
David Warner should be in the top 5.
Well, Virat Kohli should be 4. Though saying that though, most of these names you can definitely see why they would get there. Yeah, Ben Stokes, has he really been the
I think the batting is the most closely contested for the top.
Khawaja, he's not had that. I don't think he's had a very
Where's he
good
rated?
20th.
Oh. What's 20 though? 20th best in the world? What's that? What kind of claim is that?
Well, in
He's
tennis
21.
terms, that's pretty good.
Would you be complaining if he was 21th in the world?
No, because he wouldn't be on the list.
Right,
No. You know, I can actually see more. I don't know who the worst batsman in the world is.
I was going to say, surely they're all ranked. Idiot. I knew it would be the whole lot.
No, top 100. Yadav. Shit, do you know what would be funny? If I could find the top 100 all-rounders.
I bet.
Would you like to know the top 100 all-rounders?
No, I don't want to know every 100 all-rounders.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to
Oh, that's why it's silly, because they've tried to do 100. There's not 100 all-rounders in international cricket.
No, they refused to do it. I can't find that out.
Right, is there only 20?
Yeah.
Good. That's stupid.
But I think, but saying that though, ICC rankings is generally stupid. It's like,
What are they used for? I can see
I think it's
the
just
teams.
it's just a nice thing, isn't it?
Teams need to be there.
Yeah,
But
players is quite
but
nice.
It's the players, like we said, unless you're having best openers in the world.
But you got to remember, cricket is like a stat-based anorak sport, and
Yeah.
things will be ranked because people love ranking. Like, look at Wisden.
Yeah, but all right, if you love it, then go well into it. Why don't we have the best number 3, 4, 5,
Yeah,
6, 7? Because you're still going to have 8, isn't it? You're going to have a top 8.
yeah. Like, this isn't something I would ever look on. I'd never go to the ICC rankings.
Because do you think if you had the ICC rankings of best openers in the world, do you think there's a difference
it's like-
between 1 and 2?
No, you're an
There
opener.
isn't,
You're
is
an
there?
opener. And you're a
this-
middle order batsman. You're a middle order batsman.
So what would you count that? 3 to
3 to 5 and 6 to 8 are lower end batsmen or / all rounders. If you want to call them all rounders, I know they're not, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
That'd
That
be a
would be-
fairer way.
yeah.
Because opening batsman, Alistair Cook's got an average of 44,
Right,
whatever
Alistair
it
Cook's
is.
got to be number 1. He probably wouldn't be. Would
David Warner probably.
I don't
All right, then fucking
no need for that.
Keaton Jennings. That'd be good. See where he found out.
Yeah.
Thing is, though, what I'm going to say is the batting one was the closest to the truth.
Yeah, but I also think the batting one, it's way closer. As in, you could. Do you know what I mean? If it was a league table, the points
Yeah.
between them is going to be
Yeah.
so much smaller
Well,
between
but-
first and fifth.
Well,
Than
bowling,
in
it
the
was something different,
all-rounder,
isn't it?
where first and do you know what I mean? The gap's going to be bigger, I think. And with the bowling,
Thing is, though, it's because it's so difficult to rank them equally. Is there any point in ranking them at all? It's so difficult to rank them. Because look, we just found out the batsmen is completely different. The bowlers completely different.
in order to do it,
Having spinners,
no one goes by this. They're
well,
completely
yeah.
irrelevant.
How do people care?
But
Why would we do?
if you're going to do it, if you're going to do it properly, we were saying I think you'd have to go into so much detail. You can only
wagging wheels and shit.
without getting ridiculous. That this is as close as you can get to some sort of ranking. Because there's so many factors to trying to say who's the best. I'd love to know how they actually do
The thing
it.
is, though, you couldn't even do like a golden boot, could you? Because they don't play equal games.
Exactly. That's what.
No, I
there's
suppose-
so
I
many
suppose you could.
factors.
Thing is, though, why
And then
can't
there's conditions of playing. Like you said, India play at home just so much more than playing anywhere else. So that's not fair.
Well, that's why I would quite like to see.
That's what I'm saying. Hassan has done incredibly well to get in that list,
I would quite
especially to be number 1.
Yeah, let's go to teams. Wouldn't you like the idea of a league?
You can't just leave. What do you mean?
So rather than this ranking bullshit, we have a league.
Isn't that what it is, basically?
Yeah, but it just doesn't like. a proper league.
What? Yeah, but how would that work?
So let's say we'd have to work out.
You're not going to sort out who's because teams are still going to play more than other teams.
Let's say
and
New
you can't have
Zealand,
that in a
right,
league.
have 4 tests in a year,
Right.
and they get for each win they get 5 points.
Yeah.
But because England have,
Oh wow, this is going to get so complicated.
yeah, I know, because England have 12 tests or 9 tests in a year,
Right.
each of their test wins counts as 2 points.
No, it doesn't work. That would even get more of a mess.
You reckon?
Yeah, because you
Well, is there a way to?
No, I
They're
don't
probably
think.
just
I
not
don't,
looking
I don't
at it.
think there is. I think everyone knows who the best team is, and that's what everyone wants is to be the best one.
England.
What? Everyone wants to be the best team.
Yeah.
I don't think. To be honest, right?
What about a Test Championship then?
Go on. How would you do that?
Test World Cup.
Over what, 20 years? It's like, how would you do that?
Timeless tests.
Just one test match?
Roll on, roll off subs.
You're an idiot.
No, what do you think about a test series?
I need more information.
So
how
the
this
top
would-
8,
how this
the
would
top 8
possibly work.
teams go to somewhere just like a normal World Cup, face each other.
For one test match, so you get knocked out. Straight knockout.
You've got a group stage.
That would be quite. No, don't have a group stage. That's going to take too long.
So you got.
I think you do a straight knockout tournament.
No, you got a group stage. It's 2 leagues of 4 teams. The top 2 go through. You have semis and then you have final.
That would be quite cool because you never see a one test match series, do you?
No, it's a straight.
That would
it
be
pretty
quite
much
good.
is a straight knockout. But you
How
have
long would that take though?
just.
Well, I'd be interested though. I would be interested in winning that World Cup.
What happens? Yeah, it's the end of
I
the World
would
Cup
be
again.
bothered about winning that World Cup.
What happens after the 5th day? All the overs bowled and there's no result. Do you have a winning draw?
Well, yeah, you could. I mean, you could still. If you just kept the stats, you just go, well, yeah, you just Duckworth Lewis it or whatever.
How does a winning draw work? Do people have winning draws in village level?
No,
Or league level? Is it
they do
losing
a
draw?
league level.
So
To be honest, at the moment in the league, they play 2 different rules. So they play the first half of the season with different rules to the second half of the season.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing it this might be the last year. They're experimenting as which way they wanted to do it.
Right.
So one of them.
How do you get a winning draw? Because I understand a losing draw would mean you just shut up shop kind of thing.
Yeah, I
battle
don't
out
know
the
the
others.
exact things, but a winning draw is when you're not getting a losing draw. So if you understand the losing draw, the other team gets the winning draw.
Can a winning draw be with the ball if you're bowling and you reserve the batting team from going on and winning the game? Got to be, surely.
Yeah.
Well, a losing draw is if you just.
I know you in
bat.
league cricket you get more points if you bat first.
Do you really?
You'd get more points than if you bat second. Which seems stupid to me that there's a way of getting more points with batting or bowling first. Surely it should be. Doesn't matter, but anyway.
I'm gonna leave it.
Right. We've done that, but I don't know if we'll do that again. Really, that's just.
Oh, it's just nonsense.
I think we've just highlighted how silly it is. Really,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. There's too many factors.
So we
you
were
can't-
asked to do it.
yeah. No, I know, and we have had a look, but
I would like to find the name about who asked us to do that.
there's too many factors to. I think that's as close as you're going to get without getting silly
The
about it.
most influential person in English cricket at the moment from Amal Gupta.
I don't
Or in
know.
the last 10 years.
Do you know, I was going to say Kevin Peterson, only because I think he has changed.
He's brought shots in as well. Like
Yeah,
he's had
and
shots.
He's changed the mentality to batting, I think. Way more people bat at the sort of run rate Kevin Peterson batted at now than they did when he started in 2005.
It was Amal Gupta who actually asked us to do the ICC rankings as well. Anyway, do you want to do proper comments? Well, comments that we haven't already had a look at.
Okay, yeah, let's go through the comments. Finish on the commento.
Right, so Kwesi Addy,
Okay,
you just earned a new sub.
nice. I like that comment.
Good.
Good man.
Amal Gupta.
I think we've lost one recently.
Yeah, what's
They
going
probably
on
didn't
there?
comment about that, did they?
Too much Ash's banter going on.
Maybe.
Oh, it's Ben Stokes after all.
Come on, get on with it.
I'm all up to. I support India because my parents are from there, but I also support England as well as I live there. You know what? How much cricket, England and India.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's the
mental.
perfect combination, isn't it? Because you got cricket all year round. Because those teams both
I'd
play the
support
most.
India all day. I would.
Yeah, but in the English summer you could support England.
What if they're playing India?
Well, you support India, don't you? Come on,
Yes.
you support who's going to win. And when India come to England, you support England.
Imagine like going. Do you know what? I'm going to support England when they go over to India, and then it starts like, no, I'm not doing that.
That's a lot of cricket you can get your teeth into, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Thoughts on James Foster coming back? By Tom Ward. You would.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
It's good for the game.
Well, he's got going to the Ashes, isn't he? He's a backup keeper.
Right.
It's good for the.
He's a good glove man. He's a good glove man.
Yep. Danny Eduardo. He's changed his name. I think it was Danny Edwards before.
Is that the comment?
No. Not sure who rates Jordan. Shit bowler.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Shit chain and shit watch.
No. Did you say that?
This guy's robbing a living, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're right. I know, seriously, I don't know. Yeah, I don't understand him at all. I do think he's.
Oh, wait, are you
rubbish.
talking in all formats? Or are you talking purely as like a test bowler?
Tell me how many formats he plays.
T20.
Right.
You think
So you can talk. You can do all formats if you like. He only plays one.
Do you remember when he took very good catches in the test at Slip?
No.
Over in the West Indies? Well,
No, I don't know.
Well, someone will be able to out there. And Mulgupta. I think the only team that could be favourites against England in an ODI game would be India. But England could easily beat them if they played well.
Right, we started the podcast. India are just a juggernaut of a team, aren't they? They haven't lost this ODI series. But again, they play most of them in India. So
yeah, I think if India came to England, I would probably put my money on England in an ODI series still.
Yeah.
But I just think that whole thing of going to India is just
horrible. People just can't do it.
England just can't get their head around that, can they?
No, I don't think there's not really any. I think they're probably the most dominant in their own conditions.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be really hard for anyone to beat them in India.
I think that was when we were talking in a podcast about how England fear teams at a test level, but at an ODI level, they're pretty fearless.
Yeah.
And that they will generally win a lot. But in a test format, England shit themselves and fucking run off. What do you guys think of the new ICC rule changes? Do you know any new ICC rule changes?
No.
Jatinder Jill, I like these podcasts.
Cheers. Should we just let people know it's 3:15 in the morning. Just drunk on lack of sleep. You can't do this.
I like these podcasts. That's such a sweet comment.
I've had about
Jatinder.
20 cups of coffee today and it's wearing off.
Mark Jarvis. I don't think I've seen Mark's name pop up. Maybe not Jatinder's either. I don't know if I'm doing that name any justice. How Jack Leach hasn't been picked ahead of Crane, I do not know. But it's a fair point.
It's a very good point. I think it's because he's a prospect.
What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Crane's
What
the
do you mean?
prospect.
I'm talking about the comment, you bell. Crane's a prospect, isn't he?
Yeah.
Leach, I think, is quite old. He's like 32 or something.
Yeah, but we need a spinner, don't we?
But yeah, that's why. But I'd agree.
I think that is kind of criminal that Jack Leach is over to go. It's kind of like saying you've done well the last 2 years, but
I think
fuck it doesn't
yeah,
really matter.
exactly.
Because you guys doctoring the pitch down in Somerset. So who cares? Anyway, Kerr Avon. The quote was from Jim Maxwell.
Yeah, it was.
What was the
The
quote?
quote with this is the worst England
Oh,
team
yeah.
ever to be assembled. Yeah, it
He's
was.
he's probably right, but then he also predicted
Cheers.
4-1 for the last series we won.
Well,
We had some decent players in the 90s sides that got outclassed, but too many journeymen to compete with a better side at the time.
yeah, Australia in the 90s. Australia in the 90s and the early 2000s are possibly the best teams ever.
Possibly.
So an average to below average England team's going to get battered.
The last two sides that got thrashed 5-0 on paper were decent. So who knows? That is kind of true, though, isn't it? On paper, those 5-0 sides were decent.
The 07 side were decent on paper because of the 05 win. That England side were not decent on paper before the 05 series. Were they?
Did Trescott go
you put when you put those 05, but you're rating them because of how well they did since
Strauss?
then. Yeah, in that series and from
Strauss is a
after
very good
that
player.
series.
Michael Vaughan, okay, 05, but KP?
That was his first series. On paper, that before 05 series, you would just go, that's a mismatch of teams. That Australian team was legendary. That's why it was such a massive victory.
Only saving grace is Australia aren't world beaters, even if they are strong at home.
No, I don't. No, they're not. But
They're not India at home, are they?
no, but England. I don't know. I think England get intimidated by Australia,
Yeah.
and Australia never beat themselves, do they? England beat themselves all the time.
Yeah, but that's so English, isn't it?
Yeah, but Australians they don't. They will never just let you win. Whereas England, as soon as we start losing, go, oh well.
Yeah, and also I just think Australia will be just licking their lips.
Yeah. They're more competitive than we are,
Yeah,
aren't they?
well, I think
it's
we're
just
pretty
bred
happy.
into them.
We're kind of happy to lose 5-0. I hope we win 5-0. That'd be so great.
That'll never happen, I don't think.
Do you reckon that
No.
scoreline will ever happen?
No, I don't think so.
Kieran is back again. Actually fear for our test side, post Anderson Broad retirement.
Oh, yeah. God.
Things will get really ordinary before they get better. Could we go back to the 90s or the late 80s
Yes.
and just have a shit team?
Yeah, well, like when we, like you said, if we lose Anderson and Broad,
Do you reckon
Oh,
if
I
we
don't know,
if we
actually.
went back to being shit again, we could have like another 05 Ashes, a really good 05
that
Ashes?
would be mint, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
that'd be so good. Would you
Well, no, the
Would you put
problem
up with
is,
it with
the
the
problem
years of
is you
being
need
dog shit?
England to be really bad again
for like 10 years?
and Australian
It'd be fucking
to
brilliant.
just be the best team in the world by miles, which they were.
No, it's a good point actually. Jimmy Anderson and
No, I know, it's gonna
Broad,
be
on a
horrible.
bad day will
To
still
be fair,
pick up
though,
wickets.
we do have quite a lot of bowlers that are all right.
Yeah, but do we have Broad and
I think
Jimmy's?
our batting's a bigger problem.
Yeah, especially at the moment. Yeah, bring back Ian Bell and KP is what I say.
Good.
Bairstow's better option than Vince or Milan.
Absolutely.
I'd pick him as a batsman before either of them,
Yeah.
and pick Folkes. Oh yeah, Foster isn't going to the Ashes. Folkes is.
I thought that when you said it.
But what is your thoughts on Tame Foster coming back?
Good for the game. Good for the game.
But yeah, aptly summed up at the end there. We're gonna get nailed. We are dog shit. When does the misery start? I think it was you saying when does the misery start?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be good. I'm looking forward
England
to watching
fans,
it.
I don't think England
I
fans...
love watching it. You need to get BT Sport
Yeah.
so we can watch it.
Yeah.
I love watching it.
England fans aren't pretty... Apart from Freddie, no one else is really feeling that good about this series.
I'll tell you what, I think it's my favourite cricket to watch is the Ashes in Australia. Because we're such
The
underdogs.
thing is, though, the Ashes
it's better
is-
to watch there
The
than it
Ashes
is
is
to watch
so
here.
difficult to watch because it's so nerve-wracking.
It's so good, though, playing in Australia.
Something you didn't pick up on, Anderson 2017, Tremblay, knees, Broad, Finn, Ball, Crane. What visions of a horrific-looking tail that will rival the famous Tufnell Mullally one? Anderson, Broad, Finn, Ball. Yeah, they're all 10s, aren't they? 10, 11s. These are pretty
I
short.
don't think England have.
But Wokes.
We don't have a. The problem is we try and put too many batsmen in. We've got more of a problem than middle order. Is what I'm scared about. Not the tail. No, I don't think England have a long tail.
I think Wokes stops that.
But we're
doesn't it?
scared of that. That's our major fear. So we ram it full of shit batsmen.
I can't see.
We got Mo and Ali at 8. We can't have that much of a tail.
But Overton might get a gig as the only one who can bat. We'll miss Toby Running-Jones.
Yeah, I
He'd
agree.
have been useful down under.
Yeah.
No, if you put in Overton and Wokes, then that tail is only 10-11, which is what
That's not
any.
a tail.
That's a stub. That's a little bulldog tail.
That's a Doberman.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Get on with it.
Thanks, Kerr. Cameron O'Neill. As an Australian.
How many have we got?
A couple more.
Good.
As an Australian, this was wonderful listening.
I'm sure.
Can't wait for ball 1 at the Gabba.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it as well.
Yeah,
I'm actually looking forward to it.
I do agree that this Pompey team isn't strong. However, I think you're overrating the Australians. Our top 6 batsmen are shaky, to say the least.
To be fair,
Might be closer to serious than you think.
I don't think we ever looked at the Australian team.
No,
we just
we don't.
assume they're going to be strong because they play better in Australia and we get scared. I think we'd struggle to beat Australia if we had a better team than them playing in Australia.
If Australia was coming to England in the summer...
No, I wouldn't be that scared.
No, I wouldn't. I'd be like, that could be pretty even.
Majorly bottle bank it when we go to Australia.
Yeah.
We're just like, we're going to get battered. It's like the mindset.
And what do you mean by bottle bank it?
We get scared.
Oh, you don't
before
mean
it's
we
even
get
started.
caught up in the bottle bank overnight?
Any more comments?
Ben Stokes isn't scared of any bottles.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
But also, his bank balance will be looking pretty bad now.
Get on with it. We don't care about Stokes anymore. He's gone.
Ed has given us his team. Happy birthday, lads, to start with.
Nice.
Thanks, Ed.
Cheers, mate.
He's given us his best team since 05. Cook, Trescothic,
Why are you pulling that?
Strauss. No?
Yeah, right. I was reading the comments on the last one, and I've got a thing. We said to comment D or O on whose team you prefer.
Yeah.
Someone commented D, then listed off their favourite team and had more of my players in it than your players. Tell me how that works.
I don't think that's true.
Yes, it is.
Right, who did this? Oh, Ed, yeah.
Right.
Cook was mine.
Mm-hmm.
Root was mine. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, and he said your team was better than mine. So how does that work? Liar.
Thing is that Marcus Trescothic had a better average than Andrew Strauss in tests.
I picked a better team.
So do you think it's fair that Ed...
Someone also called me a cheat.
True.
That's not true.
I'm doing the comments now.
Sorry.
Do you think Ed's got a point? I'm just got to go up there rather than Strauss.
Well, I think you've got to have Strauss and Cook just because they're the best ever opening partnership for England. But they probably batted together more than any other.
Well, yeah.
partnership
Do you
as
think Trescothic and Cook could have done that?
Possibly. Hard to say, isn't it?
Trot
But
3,
any of those three is pretty good.
Route 4, KP 5. Imagine KP batting at 5.
That's where he
Strong.
started, isn't it?
That is strong, isn't it? Stoke 6, Bairstow 7, Flintoff 8. I never thought about having both of them in the same team.
Mm.
That's kind of mental,
Who's a
isn't
rookie then? Bairstow.
Bairstow. Think Pryor?
I'd rather have. I'd have
think
both of them. I would.
Yeah, we've seen it. I think Bairstow in between Stokes and Flintoff's pretty nice. Broad Swan Anderson. Broad Swan Anderson with you two all around us. I think that's fair enough. Ed said mine's best team, while Joe Wood said yours was the best team. And Danny Eduardo said, Owen, you're a cheat.
Yeah, well, not true. I just.
Amal Gupta has got with his team.
More snouse, innit? More snouse.
And he's got the same team as what we saw Ed bring out, but he's put in Strauss instead of Trescothic. Which one are you having, Strauss or Tresco?
Strauss, because I want him as a captain.
Yeah. Fair enough. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please let me know. If you enjoyed this episode, then give it a like.
If you're new around here,
comment. We'd love to hear your comments.
Hit the bell.
I don't know if you could tell, but we could really
Ian.
do with some ideas. For,
Don't say that.
if anyone would like to bring in some topic ideas, then
I
go ahead.
think we should. Good. Cheers for listening. We do
Nice.
appreciate it.
Yeah, nice
Thank you
one.
very much.